Hey artists, here is your final PIXLR tutorial. This is lesson 5, combining images and using the cutout tool. So it'll be a silly lesson combining a few images to have our guy from the last lesson looking at something in the distance in front of Chipotle. You need to open PIXLR, as you can see I have, and select Load URL to open this image. So make sure if you are typing it in, you don't neglect the HTTPS part, or click the link that is in the written directions. There we go. We're going to take our guy from lesson 4, put him into this image looking with some PIXLR magic. You're going to click the Add Image icon, bottom left corner, and then click Browse at the top. You should find your image from the last lesson, which is supposed to be titled Last Name PIXLR X4. Mine goes to my downloads, as will yours. My last name starts with the letter G, so I'm going to scroll down until I find my guy here. And then choose Open. You'll be prompted to select whether you'd like this image to be created as a new layer or as a layer to the current one. Select Add Current. Now you have a second layer. Next, we want to remove the background around the guy, so we use one of the awesome PIXLR cutout tools to remove it. Make sure you're still in the layer with the guy. Remember, you could rename these if you choose. Click on the cutout icon, looks like the scissors, and change to the second tool called Cutout Magic. Ensure the mode is set to Remove, and I place the tolerance level at 35. Note, each image is different, but this setting decides how harshly to remove the color you select from the image, so you often have to play with it to avoid taking away more or less than you'd like. Single-click left on the gray area to the left and right of his head, and just like magic, they're gone. Now you can click Close. Now, step 4, move and resize the image by clicking the Arrange, which is the set of arrows on the toolbar on the left. From here, left click and drag the corners to resize the image, and click to move the picture to where he is in the bottom left corner of the image. Note the lines on the left and the bottom will turn purple when aligned. See that? I'm also going to resize so he is only about this tall. So it looks like he could be in the parking lot, maybe looking. For step 5, obviously the guy's head is not flat, but the image we used didn't have a top included, so we'll throw a cowboy hat on him to cover his flat head up. Click on the Add Image icon in the toolbar once again, and this time we are going to choose Browse. In the written directions, you are supposed to use a URL. That link does not work. So I have downloaded a different one for you to use, and I will be uploading that to Google Classroom. So you want to make sure that you are using the appropriate file, because you're probably going to become frustrated very quickly if the URL doesn't work that you're trying. So we're going to click Open, and once again, Add Current, so that it creates a third layer on our image. We don't have to remove the checkerboard area like in the written directions and use the Cutout Magic tool again, because this is a PNG, and PNGs have a blank background. Now, using the tools under the Arrange icon, resize the hat and move it to the guy's head, similar to how we did in step 4. So we're going to move it. We're going to shrink it significantly. Using the ball on the top, tilt the hat more naturally so we can actually see his face. That looks ridiculous still. Let me keep resizing that and tilting. Okay, it's strange. If the image needs to be flipped to be facing the opposite direction, you can do this under that menu as well. Maybe let's try that. I like that better. Still looks super weird. Okay, although we're not sure what he's looking at, you've still learned how to combine multiple images into a single image. Save the image as last name, PIXLR X5, and as a JPEG, only as a .pxt if you want to edit the layers later. And once again, choose download, and I would like you to re-upload this file to Google Classroom, your PIXLR X5 assignment. Notice mine is in my downloads bar at the bottom, so it'll be ready for me to upload whenever I'm done.